Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler reviews, series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that... Time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I've been meaning to review these for like 2 weeks. I keep like almost reviewing them, and then something else comes out and I need to review that first. And then but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's not the case today, because like I said, I've had this item for probably around 3 weeks or so. And the thing is, when I do these reviews, I try to keep up with whatever's like a new product or something, something that's kitschy, maybe something that might be relevant to whatever's going on in the world. And as a result, sometimes stuff just keeps getting pushed back and keeps getting pushed back. That was the case with this. And finally today I was like, come hell or high water, I'm reviewing this because it needs to be done. I mean, it doesn't need to be. None of what I do needs to be done. But what is it? What am I reviewing for you, folks? Well, it happens to be, boom! It's hot honey Pringles. Ha ha ha! Yeah, man, all right. I've reviewed plenty of hot honey stuff. 2024 was like the big hot honey movement, Lots of chips were doing it, and, you had like wings and all kinds of stuff. So much so I have an entire playlist called Hot Honey is the Money. Okay, I started that up last year. That's a playlist for just hot honey related stuff. This is going to end up there. Pringles finally decided to throw their hat into the ring. Sure. Let's get a thing for the thing here. It looks like this. I'll just kind of go. Let's give it a go. The only unfortunate thing with Pringles, in terms of doing them as a review, they almost never have any traction. For whatever reason, very rarely do they ever actually build to anything in terms of like viewership. But I'm going to keep doing it anyway, folks, because I do this regardless, so I'm not too worried about the views. It's nice when I get them, but let's give it a go. Yep, let's try just one, just to start it off. Even though no self-respecting human being eats just a single Pringle. Okay. I hope it gets better with more. Because, boy, oh boy, again, you don't eat a single Pringle, Typically, for most flavors, if I'm eating them, I go for 2 as my general, right? Sometimes if you get ones where, maybe they need a little extra boost, I might do 3 at a time. This one, I'm feeling is going to be at least a 3 at a time one. Because that one by itself, there's a little bit of sweetness, really no heat to speak of, and then just general Pringles flavor. So, let's try it with 2. More pronounced. Tiny bit of sweetness, but it really fades quickly. Same thing with the heat. There's a tiny little burst of something, and then it fucks off. There's at the very least, there's not a significant, aftertaste to kind of, carry the flavor forward. These are extremely unimpressive. I'm genuinely very disappointed in these. Now, here's the thing when it comes to Pringles. I like Pringles. I think Pringles are a good product. when it comes to their wackier flavors, they're extremely hit or miss in my opinion. And usually when they're a miss, it's not because the flavors themselves are bad. It's that it seems like Pringles doesn't want to put the effort in to really giving them some oomph. You know, they play it a little bit too safe, a little bit too close to the chest. And as a result, what you end up with is a fairly lackluster Pringle. That's what it feels like here. Because hot honey on chips works. We know that. I have a playlist. And you can use it to different levels, you know. Some are a little bit more tangy. Some of them are, you know, a little bit more sweet. Some of them edge into the spicier aspect. There's room to move with that flavor combination. But with this, it's like they put in the most minimal amount effort to get it to kind of be along the lines of, you know, what the flavor profile is supposed to be. And that's just a damn shame. Because, like, for instance, I reviewed, I reviewed their all-dressed chips, right? Which is like a Canadian flavor. And Lay's did a version, Ruffles did a version, Pringles did a version. Pringles were by far the lowest common denominator when it came to those three. Because, again, it just, like, yeah, the flavor, it had the flavors, but, like, it wasn't pushing them. And that's what I feel like is the case here. Like, I feel like, yeah, there's a somewhat of a sweetness, something of a heat, but I'm going to try it with 3. I'm not going to go any higher than that. Let's give it a go. Even with 3, it's not that impressive. Let me put it this way. If eating one of them tasted like eating 3 of them, I think these could be okay. You could double up this flavor, and it would be fine. But in order for me to go over there and get something to the equivalent of what I would want out of this flavor combo, I'd probably have to eat 6 of the damn things at once. And even that, because there's going to be diminishing returns. So, yeah. These ain't great. Alright. 2 questions have to be asked, but not really. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? No and no. Look, Pringles, I like you. I like the smiley guy. Okay? But it says right there, bursting with flavor. Why you lying? Why you lying? We're old friends, man. We've been doing this stuff. You came out with pizza-flavored fucking chips. And they're good. Are you having problems at home? Is like Mrs. Pringles, you know, like are there issues? What's going on, Mr.? I don't know, maybe there's another Mr. Pringles. I don't know. It's 2025, folks. We're progressive. We love who you want to love. But yeah, man, these are just extremely weak. You know? I mean, I reviewed some beer can chicken Pringles not too long ago. You can look up that interview. I'd love to interview the Pringles guy. That'd be cool. But no, I did that review already. The review's already up. You know, and I had similar issues with that, but like overall, I still found them to be nice enough chips. These should have been an easy win, and they are so sad. So sad. If I'm recommending them, I'm not. I think these are ones where Pringles clearly wanted to get on the trend with everybody else. Took them way too damn long anyway. And then even with that all that extra time, this is what they come out with? Come on now, Pringles. Like, I want to be on your side, okay? Look at me. Okay, we're amigos here. You got to put more effort into it than that. Okay? If you want to go over there and sell these things and do it proper, you need to do it proper. And I can't recommend these. I think these are... I mean, I'll eat them because, like, they taste like slightly sweet Pringles. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of your week. Monumental rest of your month. Stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly proper hot honey-tastic rest of your life. That's why, because a lot of the hot honey stuff, not all of it, a lot of it will have like a specific brand. I forget the main one. Is it like Hank's or some shit? I forget. A lot of them will like have like a branding with something. I can tell why they didn't have a branding with this, because if they branded them with some company and this is what they put out, that company would have pulled their brand. Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can do all the time. I know I can do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. Call up your congressman, tell him you want better Pringles. I can't imagine that they will have much to say about that, but I don't know. Maybe there's some lawmakers out there who feel as I feel. Maybe there is something going wrong at the Pringles factory. I feel like the Pringles guy, man, I don't know if it's just a slump or what is it, man, but I think we need to nip this in the bud. And like I said, we might need to call on the government to help us do it. Anyway, bye.